In this course you will learn about Corel, which is a vector-based graphic software which you can use to create logos, banners, and different kind of graphic designing things. So we'll look in this short video introduction lecture. We'll take a look of Corel. So as I said, this is a vector-based graphic software. So I will tell you a little bit about vector graphic. So what's a vector graphic? Vector graphic is basically containing lines, shapes, curves and nodes. Vector is based on creativity, creating objects from scratch. Vector graphic is for printable things such as logos, posters, brochures, etc. Basically, vector, there are two kind of graphics. One is called vector graphic and one is called raster graphic. So vector graphic means you have to create this kind of graphic using softwares like Corel, Illustrator, Freehand, and this kind of softwares. This kind of graphic is created with lines, with nodes, with curves, and with different kind of shapes, which are not actually pictures or photos, or which are not actually dependent on pixels, on dots, and on colors, or you can say on resolution basically. And the raster graphic is actually based on pictures, photos, and resolutions and different kind of pixels. You can see the real example here, raster versus vector. This is the raster graphic picture and this is the vector. The vector is always clear and whatever size it has, it will be of the same quality. But at the same time, if you create a picture as a raster graphic, so that will actually lose its quality when it is it is zoomed or it is shrinked. So for raster graphic we always use softwares like Photoshop and some other softwares, but Photoshop is very famous for photo editing and for this kind of things. But for creating logos and for making creative things, we always use Corel or Illustrator. So this is a simple explanation about vector graphic. Now what we will learn in this course, in this Corel X7 course, basically the simplest, this course will have 4 simple sections for you. The first one will be understanding the Corel software, the interfaces of Corel software. When we open it and we see how many sections are there in Corel software, so we can understand them very easily in a few lectures in the first section. After that we will discuss the tools inside Corel software, and then we will discuss the important menus of Corel, and in last section we will create projects in Corel X7. For example, creating logos, creating brochures, creating visiting cards, creating business cards, and things like that. So these 4 sections will cover this whole course and you will learn these things. So it's as simple as that and you can understand it easily. Now here the real example of Corel software. So as I told you, we'll take a look of this interface, the menu bars and the toolbars and the different sections you can see in the Corel software. After understanding the Corel interface, we'll discuss Corel tools. These tools I'm talking about, which you can always find the left side of Corel software when you open it. After that we will discuss these menus, some of the important menus in Corel software which we mostly use to create objects and to create graphics in Corel. And in last we'll create some designs and logos. For example, you can see in front of you, but we'll design different things in Corel. So these 4 are the sections that I told you, and I also have displayed on the screen. You can see here. So you will completely understand Corel, how to work in this, and after taking this course you will be someone who can actually use Corel effectively and can create logos, can use Corel's tools, and can create any kind of project they want in Corel for printable stuff, or for any other. Mostly we use Corel for printable things. So see you soon in the course, and from next lecture we'll start learning this course. Welcome back guys in the Corel X7 training. In this lecture I will tell you how you can download and install Corel X7, the latest version of Corel graphic designing software. This is Google in front of you. You will just write Corel X7 downloads, enter, and this is the official website of Corel software. You can click this, and you can just download the trial version of Corel from its official website. You can use it for 30 days. This one, free trials, and if you want to buy it, then you can buy it. But if you want to use its free version, then you can use for 30 days. You can download trial from here. Just click it and download 30-bit version or download 64-bit version, depending on your operating system, which operating system you have. The Windows, if you are using Windows. I'm using 32-bit version of Windows, so I will just click this and it will take me to my computer so I can save it. Actually I have downloaded this software already, and I have installed as well. After you download the software, the installation process is very easy. You can install it like other software you install on your computer, and after you install this software, you will get an icon on your desktop, like you can see here on my desktop. So I have installed Corel X7. I first downloaded from that website and then I have installed. So you can see this is in front of you, and when I double click it, so it will open here, and you can see its application is now loading. So you can simply download and install Corel software, and after you have installed it and it's ready to work, then we'll go and we'll start learning it. Stay tuned. Welcome back in the course. After you install Corel software, you will find the icon here. You can see here on my desktop, Corel X7. So just you have to click this icon to open Corel, and within few seconds its application will load and it will be opening on your computer. So first of all, we will take a look of the initial interface of Corel, the appearance of Corel, so we can understand which are the sections for different kind of works we can do in Corel. So this is a heavy software, basically the Corel X7, the latest version. So it will take a few seconds, 5 to 10 seconds to load, and you will see this kind of screen when you open Corel X7. So basically I have to tell you the different sections and the initial interface of Corel. First of all, you will see these two options here. The first one is to get started with Corel, so it is by default selected, and there are 4 options available to you here, from which you can select any option. For example, the first one is if you want to create a new document. The second one option is new from template. That's mean there are many templates in the Corel 7 software, so you can select any of the template using this option. And if you have opened any recent documents, which I have not of course, so you can open them using this option, which is now disabled, and open other. If you want to open any other any project that you have saved in your computer, so you can use this option to open that. And there are many more options here. You can see updates from Corel gallery. If you need help, you can click this option, so we'll see all the help related articles and videos on the Corel. And what's new in this version of Corel X7, you can click this option, and you can go to corel.com to see all about Corel and membership in a subscription etc. So these are just normal options. You have nothing to do with them basically, but if you want, you can visit them. Anyways, first of all, you have to open a document in Corel in order to work. So we'll click this new document, and it will ask us, it will show us the setting for this new document. So you can actually give it a name if you want, or you can, the destination folder you can set, the color destination. You can choose the size of this whole document that you are going to open. For example, there are different sizes like letter size, like envelope and A4 etc, many sizes. Or you can select your custom size for this document, the page that we are just opening. But I will keep it as that because in this video I just want to tell you about, I just want to teach you about the interfaces. So I will click OK. So you will see this is the page that we have just created with new document, but we have not saved this. So this is basically the Corel interface you can see. But just you need to understand that there are 4 to 5 sections or areas you can work inside Corel X7. So I will tell you from the start. The first bar you can see, the white one, this is called title bar. So you see the Corel software name, and after that this its version name, and then the name of this document that we have just created. So it is by default untitled 1. We have not given any name, therefore when we will save this document, so we will give it a name. The second part here is the menu bar. Here you will find different menus. I will tell you some of the important menus in this course. So you can use all the options inside the menu bars, and this area is basically either called option bars or property bars, these two. But the most important section in Corel X7 is this section you can see over here. This is called Corel tools or tools box. So from here you can select any Corel tool to use here for your project or for your design. So we'll discuss these tools. First of all, in the first section we'll discuss all these tools, and after that we'll move to to the menus, and in last we will simply create some projects and designs in Corel software. So this is the tool box, and here this is the main area where you will work. Basically this is the ground area where you have to work. This is the background and this is the actual pitch where you will create your designs and projects, and this area will only be printed because the rest of the area is just background for you. In this area here you will find colors, different colors in Corel software, so you can use them directly from here. This is the color picker area. In the bottom here you can create more pages and scroll. You can scroll down the page, you can scroll, use this horizontal option, and you can also create more pages. Here you can see this is the one page we can create. Just you need to click this option, the plus option, so we will create many more pages. You can create many more pages. This is very easy thing here in Corel because you can work on multiple pages. So this is the simplest interface of Corel. This is not a very heavy software. This is this very simple software for creating graphics based on vectors. So we can use different tools, simple tools, very simple tools you will learn in this course. So we can draw lines and we can create unique logos, designs and things like that. So after taking the introduction of this whole interface of Corel that you see the software, so in next video we'll start
straight from these options, and after completing these options we will go to menus.
Welcome back in the CorelDRAW X7 training. Now in this lecture we will start learning these tools inside CorelDRAW X7. So first of all, we need to create a new document here. Just we'll click this new document and just we'll click OK. So we'll have a page where we can work basically. So these are the tools, very important tools in CorelDRAW, which we can use to create different graphics or different linings etc. inside this area to create a design in CorelDRAW. But before starting these tools, I will just tell you about two important things here. The first, I told you in previous lecture that this is the menu bar, which you can see here on the top. So we can use all the options inside the menus, but for now I will tell you about these two bars. The one is, you can see just below the menu, this one, and the second one is this one. So this one is basically a bar which shows you some shortcut icons. You can say this is a shortcut icons bar or short buttons which you can use, and this will never change when you work in CorelDRAW. So whenever you will mouse over on any option, you will see its description and the name of the command or the shortcut, what it works for. For example, this is a button for new, this is a shortcut icon for opening an existing page, or this is for saving the file, and this is for printing and something like that. This is for cut and paste, this is for zooming the page. You can see here 100%, 75%, 50% and things like that. So these options will never change basically and will remain the same always when you work or the document. But the most important part is this properties bar. Basically this is called properties bar, and these properties will change with every tool you select from this box, from this tools box. So each tool will have a different a different set of properties, and also an object you create here in this area, this main page area, that will also have different properties here. So the first thing you need to understand is that you will have different properties for tools and different properties for the object you are creating or you are working on in this area. So you just need to understand this difference between the properties. You will see here dynamically changing when you select an option. For example, I select an option from here, something like I say this one. You can see these properties have changed. Now if I see another one, properties have changed. Now if this one, properties have changed. Whatever tool I select from here, most of the tools, so you will see there will be difference between the properties. And same goes for if I create a rectangle. This is a rectangle tool which we can select to draw a rectangle here in this area or whatever area we want, this one or anywhere in this area, the working area. So you can see here there are different properties, many properties from this point to this point. These all properties are associated with this box basically. But if I click this option, so you can see the properties are still there, but if I click this one, you will see the properties are changing basically. So you need to actually understand the difference between properties for object and for these tools, and also jointly for this. Sometimes you will see an object here and you will also select a tool from here, so you will see properties for both of the objects at the same time. So you need to understand first this thing. After that we will go and we'll start from this first tool. So we'll number wise discuss each tool in this area. Welcome back to CorelDRAW X7 training. Now we'll start learning these tools. The first tool here you see is called select tool. Basically this is pick tool. This is called pick tool in CorelDRAW, and it works for selection of the object you have here. But basically, if you just observe these tools, you will see a very small arrow with some tools. These small arrows means there are some other tools inside these, some other tools associated with this tool, which you see in front of you. So some inner tools are there. So if you press the mouse key, I mean the left key, just press that for a while, you will see the inside options or inside tools within that tool which has that small arrow. For example, I just pressed my mouse key, note the right one, so I see that within the pick tool there are two more tools, freehand pick and free transform. So we can also use the inner tools or inside tools also. So first of all, I will tell you about this pick tool. This pick tool is actually used for selecting the rectangle or any object you have in this area. For example, if we create a rectangle using this tool is a rectangle tool. So if you just draw a rectangle and put a color inside it, now when you click this pick tool, you can select this, you can move this object anywhere on the page, and you can resize this object, and also you can basically, if you click the center button, you can transform this object very easily, and this all work is done by this pick tool. So this is a simple thing. If you click again on the center, you will see once again the positions for resizing this object, and if you press shift key from your keyboard, you will see this will be basically resizing equally from four corners, and that is something like that, very simple. Now if I just press my mouse key, I can select the another tool, this one, freehand one. For freehand, basically you can use that for something like, if I create one more small object and one more small here, I have now I have 4 to 5 objects, and if I fill some color into different color into these all objects, so I want to show the usage of that tool. This one, basically the first one tool is pick tool, so you can just pick any object and can move on the page and also can resize it. Now if I press and I select this one, freehand pick tool, so you have to actually select an area basically like this with your mouse. Something like you have to press your mouse key and then you will make a selection. So whatever comes in the selection, that will only be selected. If I left, I have pressed the key, if I left that, this one only has been selected, this object. Whatever object will come in the range, so that will be selected. For example, again I make a selection, and I will just go wherever I go, just leave this, there is no selection because the selection was wrong basically. Now I will make again some selection, so now I see two objects are in the selections. If I lift my mouse key, it will select these two objects. So this is a similar tool for like that. And the free transform is the third tool in this list. You can select that, and this is used basically for just for transforming and scaving this object anywhere you want. Just you need to click on that and then move wherever you want. These simple tools will do that job for you inside this all. But the most used one is this pick tool, because you have to select this pick tool all the time to move objects and to just select multiple objects and things like that. You can select multiple objects by pressing shift button, so you will select just click all the objects and you can delete them or select them all. So this is something like that, very simple. Now the next tool that we will discuss in next lecture is shape tool. But inside the shape tool, when you press your mouse key or the arrow you can see here, you will see there are many more tools inside the shape tool, because the first one is shape tool, and you can see the shortcut key for that, which is F10, and with every tool you will see its shortcut. For example, for zoom the shortcut key is Z, and for pen tool is H, and for any tool you want to use. But in next lecture we will talk about all these tools, I mean shape tool, smooth, smear, etc. See you soon. Welcome back in the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we will talk about shape tool in Corel, and also we'll talk about other tools inside this shape tool. For example, smooth, smear, twirl and attract and ripple, smudge and roughen, etc. So first of all, we'll click this rectangle tool and we'll draw a rectangle here, and we'll put a color inside it. Now as I told you in previous lecture, that this pick tool works for resizing the object, and also for rotating the object, and even for skewing the object like this. You can make it like that. This all things you can do using this simple pick tool, and you can resize the object as well very easily. But you cannot actually change the corners of this object using this simple tool. You cannot change the position or the shape of this rectangle basically, but you can do that with this shape tool. Just you need to click that shape tool and it will automatically be applied on this selected object. So what you can do basically, you can first of all change the whole shape. You can see the corners that has now another effect applied. So you can just click that and you can make it like an circle, like a circle. You can make it again, you can round the corners of this shape and something like that. So you can do these things with this simple shape tool. But one more important thing, you can change the color anytime. If you just right click on this object and you say convert to curves. Convert to curves mean you can just change the position of this object, but you cannot change the position of a specific node. These are the points you see here, or this object, I mean this point, and these all points. These are basically nodes. Nodes are those points which actually connects two lines, so that is called node. So basically we cannot change the position of these nodes or of these points. But if you right click this object or click this convert to curve, or you just click this option here, convert to curve, this works the same, and the shortcut for this is Control Q. You can use Control Q from your keyboard to convert this to curve. That way you will be able to change each of the points of this. Now you can see the the properties have also been changed. These are for the positions, these are basically for the height and width, and for rotating this object you can see the property here, and there are some other options. You can click them as well. They will make different kind of more shapes, and you can just specify their position, or you can increase them. And you can also, you have the some options for outline here. Anyways, but if you click right in convert to curve, now you have each point, you can change that point like this. Just you need to select the point and you can change the specific points basically using this shape tool. Very nice option over here for you. You can make any kind of shape from this now. So basically you can now use these options, and this is automatically now convert. You can actually convert this single nodes now to curve. Basically if I right click, this has already been converted to curve. if I click this one, I can just convert this to curve by right click. So you will see now it will have more options for you. You can more efficiently change its position of a specific point, and you can just again right click and delete this point, add this point, or add one more point, or delete this point, or you can change this to line, because we converted this to curve. Curve means you can use 2 points of the same point, but to line you will see like this. And after you converted this thing to curve, you will see many more options. If I select this object, you will see all of these are active. You can add nodes from here, you can delete nodes, you can join the nodes, you can break the nodes, you can do many things. You will have many options. For example, if I want to add a node over here, just I will select this area by clicking this area and will click add node. So you will see there is one more node added, this one I'm talking about. If I want to delete, I will just select it and will click this delete option. The same thing I can just do by right clicking this thing, right clicking that point, and I will click delete, so that will be deleted. And if I click here and right click, I will add another node, and I can do that by double clicking this area, so there will be a new node. And if I want to directly delete a node, I will double click that node. This is very simple thing you can do in Corel basically, and we will use this all some of the tools that we mostly use in Corel to create logos, designs, and other things, and we will do in this course as well. But basically I wanted to tell you that using this shape tool, you can basically change any corner of the object. You can add you can convert that to curve, basically from line to curve. You cannot change a line, but using curve you can change them. And after you convert it to curve, you will see these options, which you can also use to add and delete nodes, and to join nodes, and to break nodes, and things like that, which we will practically use in upcoming lectures. But in next lecture we'll actually discuss all the rest of all of the tools in next lecture. Stay tuned. Welcome back guys in the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll talk about more options inside this shape tool. This is a group of tools. You can see when you click or this option shape tool, you will see some other tools inside the shape tools, like smooth, smear, twirl, extract, ripple, smudge, and roughen, etc. So we'll discuss this all in this lecture. But first of all, I want to tell you something about the tools box. Here you can see there are many tools when you will check in this whole toolbox in Corel X7. But one important point I want to tell you in this video, that actually we use some specific tools most of the times to create objects and designs in Corel X7, but there are many options. You might need a tool to use in a specific project or a specific design, but most of the times we use some tools, not all the tools. So I'm just shortly telling you in teaching you all these tools, but the actual work you will see in the projects and designs in this course. So you will learn them more while practically working on the projects. Anyways, now first of all we'll just click this rectangle tool to draw a rectangle over here, and we'll just, you can put a color or you can insert a color using this, this color box. Just click any color, so you will fill that color into this box. And as I told you, Corel is a vector graphic designing software, so you just get solid colors, and there is no pictures or anything like that, or resolution based graphics. So anyways, we have just selected this thing and we have inserted the color. Now if you want to add outline to this, I mean a border to this box, then you can simply this box or this rectangle by default has a border which is very small and you cannot see that clearly. But if you increase the size from here, this area in the properties box, to something like 16, you will see a border over here. So you can change the border color by just going to this colors box again, and on any color you can just right click from your mouse, so the color will be changed. But for inserting the color, you just click this option, I mean the left click, and for changing the border color you need to click right click. Anyways, now when you have created this thing, just go to this shape tool, press your mouse and select the smooth tool. Now what does the smooth tool do? If I just zoom this page, and I will show you that you can see first you have to select this object and select this tool, smooth tool, from the shape tools group of options or group of tools. So you can see by default you can see the outline or the border is not smooth. Basically this is a solid color and a solid border. You can see if you want to make it smooth, then you can use this smooth option here in the shape tool, inside the shape tool. Just first of all you have to select this object and then select this smooth tool and come here and just drag it like here, so you can make it smooth, and then leave the mouse and you will see some smoothness over here. Same you can do for the another side and you will see smoothness here. Now I can show you, this is something like that, something like this, which was this before. I made it this using the simple shape tool. Now so this is a simple tool which does this job. If you use another tool here like smear tool, you click that, you can just add this kind of effects to this shape by using this tool, I mean smear tool, inside the shape tools area. And you can see the setting for that, I mean the size of the box, I mean the size of this box, and you can increase it or decrease it, and also you can the balance you can increase and decrease, and the style, working style of this shape. You can do something like this with this tool. You can just take out some area from the shape and can add different effects. Same like that you can select this tool which is TWIRL, mean trill tool. Just select it and you can make some other shapes. Just click the node you see here in the shape and just press your mouse click, so you will see a shape like this. You can click anywhere, like here, like here, for example here. Let me create another shape and you will understand easily. Let me create this now. Well, once again click this tool and just click here, on the border of the shape. You can see another. So just you have to click over here, on the border of the shape here. It will just create this kind of shapes for you wherever you want. You can increase the size from here, and you can increase the speed of this tool from here. I mean the number of lines it will draw. Basically you can make it faster or slower from here. And if you want to change the position of this kind of shape, then you can select this option, which will make the selection to inside of this box. For example, I will now do a box, so it will create a shape like for inside. I mean, this was from this side and this is from another side. So these all tools are for, you know, for similar purposes. Like you can use this attract tool to select an area and just make it out. For example, I will create another shape over here. Click that, click this tool, which is attract tool. Just click the outline from here. I mean this outline. Okay, so you can take it out. You have to press your, I mean, your mouse, so this tool will work then. I'm using my laptop, which mouse is a little bit sensitive, but you have to just click and take this area out from this shape. And the same is for this, I mean, repel tool, that also does the same job. I mean, like this attract one. And this smudge tool will also do something like this. You can take any area out wherever you want, so you can create a kind of shape you want. So these are the simple tools. The end one, this rough one tool, will add a kind of style to your shape. For example, like this, I will create another tool, I mean another shape, something like this. We'll just click this roughen tool from the from the list of the tools, and just drag it like this, and you will see it will create a shape for it. If you increase the numbers, you will see some. Actually, we have very small size for this tool, so we can increase it from this area. For example, make it 2. Now come here and you can see the shape. If I show you this shape here, we'll see more clear. This kind of shapes you can create with this tool. Just drag it like this and you will see this kind of shapes you can easily create with this tool, I mean roughen tool. So I have told you about smooth, smear, swirl, attract, repel in this kind of very shortly. I'm not gonna give you really, you know, detailed descriptions about them, because when you will see them practically in logos and designs, so you will more understand them and you can just try it yourself. Just you know, they just do normal work in Corel. So this lecture was that. Now in the next lecture I will tell you about crop tool and about zoom and hand tool. So after that we will go ahead in this course and we'll discuss all these options very quickly. So after that we can go to menus. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back into the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll talk about crop tool and some other tools inside the crop tool, and also we'll talk about the zoom and hand tools. As I told you, you can see a small arrow over here, so that's mean inside this tool we have some more tools. So for making you understand, just I will create a box, a rectangle, we'll put a color to it, and now just click this crop tool. As it says, you can see the description from Corel. Crop tool remove the areas outside a selection. So that's mean if you select this area, it will remove the outside area, I mean, of this object. Just click enter and you will just see the area that we selected. So this is very simple. There is no rocket science in it. So the next thing, the next tool here, when you click from your mouse, you will see this knife tool. This will actually cut an area which you select yourself with this tool. So first first of all, for using this tool you have to select this and then click this knife tool, and we need to actually create a new rectangle so we can understand this tool easily, the knife tool inside the Corel. Now when you just bring this tool or the node, you will see this knife position will change automatically, this is like this, cross, and here it will be straight. So at that point you have to press your your mouse and then go and make a selection and come back to the same place and just leave it. So you will see it will create a shape like this. You can make a selection anywhere. So this is as simple as that. You can, for example, again select from this one is another, you can see here. So things like that you can create. Now when you click again it, you will see a vertical segment delete tool, which actually deletes an area you select. So it has just remove the area that you select basically. And there is one more tool. We create one more object here. There is one more tool called razor, which is known, maybe it is known for all of you, because this is a razor and used for raising the area which you select, or directly you can raise any area. This tool is existing in all of the graphic designing software like Photoshop, Illustrator, Freehand, etc. So just click it and you can raise anywhere you want, any area you want you can raise. This is simple as that. Now the next tool, this one is zoom tool, and its shortcut is Z. If you press Z from your keyboard, this option will be active on your pointer, but you can directly click it and you will see these options here. By default the zoom size is 38%. You can select from here as well, like 100 will be something like this, 50 will be this, and 400 will be this. Or you can select fit to this document and select it, or fit to page. So you will see the page, which is by default 38, or you can select 10 or etc. But if you click this option you can just make zoom, and if you select this minus option you can make, you can decrease the zoom. And these options are like zoom to page, and shortcut is shift F4. This is zoom to page width, and this is zoom to page height, by default 46. So you can use all these options basically, and if you want to select a specific area, you want to zoom that, then just make a selection outside this area like this, and that area will be zoomed. So this is the zoom option you can use. And another one here is the pen, which is also called hand tool. So a shortcut key for this is H. Just click it, and by using this option you can move your page, all of your page, to anywhere you want, and you can make the setting for that. Just leave wherever you want to keep it in this whole document. So there's simple options I wanted to tell you in this lecture. Now in next lecture we will move and we'll discuss these other two tools. Hey guys, welcome back in the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll talk about this freehand tool and also about artistic media tool in this lecture. So first of all, the freehand tool, which shortcut key from your keyboard is F5. So this freehand tool is actually used for freely creating any line or any curve you want. Basically, CorelDRAW is actually a vector graphic software, so this tool is very important to understand and to use it. CorelDRAW designs and objects. So when you select this tool, so you can freely, draw anything you want like this, and you can change its size from here. This is by default 4 point. If you make it 10 point, you can make 16 point, it will be more bigger. And you can actually change, you can actually add an arrow to the end of this, like for example, if I create one more here and I will just make the size bigger, now I can add an arrow from this list to this area, and I can change the style basically of this line to any dashed one or any other one I want. And I can also change the arrow of another side to anything I want, like this one or this one. So you can simply freely create anything you want using this freehand tool. This one I'm talking about. Select it and draw anything you want. But if you want, you can also use it for drawing a very straight line, because by default it does not create a straight line for you. So if you want to create a straight line, then just click here, start, and then press shift, and after that you will see a very straight line like this. Once again, because this is not straight, so first click here. So first of all, I will delete that. Click here, click here, and then press shift, and you will see a correct line here, just exactly however you want. See, this one is very straight line. So we mostly we mostly draw this kind of lines and use in different designs. So there are other tools as well inside this, something like 2-point line, bezier, pen tool, which you can use just for some kind of this kind of curves, to insert this kind of curves. But basically the thing is that we'll use them in projects. You will understand them more, because I actually want to tell you the short and important tools from here, which is freehand, and other all tools are related to this freehand tool. So I am just shortly discussing these all tools to you. So after that, when we will be creating some projects, you will learn more about them. Now the next tool in this list is artistic media tool. So you can just observe the name of the tool, that is artistic media tool. This one, it actually can draw some artistic things for you, some built-in designs. Like if you click this, you will see 5 options here and some other options here, and the size of this you can also increase. So this is the list of the effects and artists you can just withdraw. This, like this, like this. Anywhere you can make mustache of people very easily. No, sorry, we do not do photo editing in Photoshop. So this artistic media tool has different options here. If you select the another one, you'll see different effects in different styles in this list. You can draw any of them, just click and draw. Very nice, beautiful. You can add color to them as well. So basically this is the magic of artistic media tool. The third one is here, sprayer. It will give you some more special effects. You can also draw into your documents. and there is a pen tool, there is another pen tool. So all of them you can use very easily, very simply. There is no special science in this, and if needed we will use them in our projects, in designs as well. But I just want to tell you about the simple usage of this artistic media in the pen tool. This sorry, the freehand tool. Freehand tool you can use for freely with drawing anything you want, or a simple line, a straight line. An artistic media tool is a combination of different effects you can insert into your designs and your objects here. Now in the next video we will just discuss this all, I mean rectangle and this ellipse tool and this polygon tool and these things. So we'll then go ahead. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now let's talk about this this rectangle, ellipse and polygon tools. These tools are basically very simple and easier tools in Corel X7, which you can just use to insert boxes, insert some kind of circles and stars and things like that, very simply. So you can see the small arrows here in all of the three tools. So that's mean inside this there are other tools as well. So I will just click. You can see 3-point rectangle tool and 3-point ellipse tool, in some other tools inside this polygon like star, complex star, graph paper, spirals and other things. But the first thing is first, which is rectangle tool, and the shortcut key for this is F6. So you just click and drag here. You want how many rectangles. By default this is the outline, which size we have increased here. So it will create you this kind of boxes or rectangles. But you can see the setting for it. If you use this option, this will create a scalloped corner, for example like this. You just click this option, it will be this like this. If you click this, it will be like this. But we have not put actually a color. I will add a color to this. Now click this one or this one. Now create another, put a color into it, and you can just make the size smooth. The borders, you can just round them using this tool, and you can add you can increase the size of the border using this option. So you can see this is now rounded. These options are just for adding round borders. The corners, you can make them round. Now after that you can use this option to make this kind of shape and this option to make this kind of shape. So these options you can use after you round the borders of this shape or object. Now inside this there is another tool, this 3-point rectangle. 3-point rectangle means you have to click first, then come here, and then you just leave it and you can create a box like this. For example, I clicked here, I draw a line. Now I will leave this mouse click and will this withdraw the the shape. I can put a color. This means 3-point rectangle. Now the next thing, this one is about creating a circle. This is called ellipse tool in Corel X7 and its shortcut is F7. So just you can create something like this, a circle, and if you want absolutely accurate shape, then you have to press Ctrl from your keyboard and then draw this thing. And same goes for rectangle as well as the star and also this rectangle, because by default you cannot create an accurate thing because it is free to all sides. But if you press Ctrl, you will create accurate from all 4 corners. That's it. Now for example, I put a color into this. Now if I just take a duplicate of it using Ctrl D from my keyboard, you can see I have just taken the duplicate, this one. So if I change the color of this duplicate to this one and using the shift option, if I make it like this, we'll see this is now a shape like this. Anyways, for ellipse tool you can use another option, 3-point ellipse tool. For this you will do the same like this, and after that you can this create a 3-point circle, same for that like this, then leave the click and you will create this kind of ellipse. So this is that simple option. Now the magic option is this one, polygon. You will add some, this 5-star shape. You can increase, first of all I will add a color to it, and after that you can increase the number of stars from here like this. That's it. The minimum are 3 points and the maximum are as much as you can add. So inside this polygon option there are many more options, like star. You can add a star, something like this. We'll remove all and then I will just click again the star option, star tool. You can add a star like this. If you press Ctrl, you will see exactly a star. So this is the star. Now there are other options, for example complex star. So complex star is basically this one. This is called complex star, which has more points, like 9 points. If you decrease, you will see changing in this. So by default this is a little bit different from this, and you can also use the other options like graph paper, like Spill will just add this kind of shapes as much as you want. You can insert wherever you need them, and basic shapes, like you can insert basic shapes, this kind of basic shapes. You can just click this and can add more shapes from here. If you click this basic shapes, you will see this option here in the properties bar. From there you can select many more basic shapes, like this heart. So actually everything is possible, and what you need to do is just select the option and create the thing, draw the withdraw thing. These are simple options, there is no special thing in that. So I told you about them. Now in next lecture we'll talk about this text tool and we'll discuss it. Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll talk about this text tool, and also inside the text tool we have a table tool. This one you can see, so we'll discuss this too in this lecture. The first tool is text tool. Text tool is basically used to just start writing text here or paragraphs in the Corel. Just you need to first select the tool, then click here anywhere in the document, just start writing. For example, I will write Corel X7 training, or welcome to Corel X7. That's it. Just click the selection tool or pick tool and you can just resize it same like you do with this rectangle. Now after you created this text, you can see the properties for it all over there. The first property is just for XY position, horizontally. If you just change the value and click enter, you will see this has moved to this side. Just the position of the document where this text is basically. If you just say 7 to the vertical, we'll see this is moving a little bit, and this is the size basically of the text. You make it 8, size will be a little bit smaller. Now this is for rotation, and this is just for this option is important if you want to learn something like mirror horizontally. So you can just make it well, make the size a little bit bigger. If you want to mirror it, I mean if you want to flip it, then you can use this option, but this will work horizontally. Just click it and you see this is now opposite horizontally, and this will work vertically. If you want to change the text to vertically flip, then this you can use this option. So you can change the font from here, font style. Just click this and it will show you the style directly when you select any of the font. So you need to click that which one you want to apply on this text. Anyways, these are very normal options for this text. You can just change the size of this to something like 72 points, 150 points, or 200 points, or you can directly resize it from you using your mouse. This is for making it bold, this is for italic, but this is by default italic. This is for just bringing underline to the text, and the other two options are for paragraphs. This one is also for paragraph text. You can write paragraph in this, and for text tool we have a complete menu in CorelDRAW here, so we'll discuss that later when we'll be working more deeply with text, but this is just simple to write text in CorelDRAW. And if you want to add a color to this text, you can just add color from this area, but if you want to add multiple colors, then you can just click this option, and from here you can add some kind of uh, patterns like this one and like this one, and you can also add some kind of textures like that, or like this one, or like this one, so your text will be more beautiful basically. This is the text. You can change many of its properties from here, but actually some of the options here are related to paragraph. You can create a paragraph also in CorelDRAW. You have to just withdraw a rectangle like this, just using the same tool, and you have to start writing like this is the CorelDRAW software you can use to draw vectors. Just copy the text and paste it. So this is basically the paragraph. Here I will just make the size a little bit bigger. This is basically the style for paragraph. Now you can see you can use all these options like align left, align center, align right, and justify, and other options like this one, drop cape, in adding one bigger character to the starting of the sentence. And also you can add bullets to these lines, things like that. So basically you can write simple text using this option. This one I'm talking about, this text tool. Just click here and start writing your text. This is CorelDRAW. So this is the simple text, but if you want to create a paragraph, then you just click the same text tool and draw a box like this. Now start writing, so this will become a paragraph. And another tool here is table, and you can just draw a table here and just add any color you want. And there are properties, you can add the columns and rows, you can increase it from here. You can change the background, whatever background you want, you can put that here. You can increase the border to something like 4 or something like all borders, and you can change the border color from here. Anything is possible with this table. You can resize it from inside just by using your mouse, and you can even write text over here. If you use a text tool, just start writing text over here. This is Corel Draw, and we'll just make it a little bit bigger. You can see, so anything can be possible with this table you have created. And I have just deleted that. So these two tools you have learned, text tool and table tools. Text tool is used for text, writing text or paragraphs, and table is for creating tables inside the Corel X7. Now after that, just few options or few tools left in this section. We'll discuss them in next few lectures, and after that we will just go to create some real-time practical logos projects, and then we will also move to this menu. Hey guys, welcome back to Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll talk about this tool. You can see after the text, this is called parallel dimension tool, and another one is straight line connected tool. So this is used basically to create lines with dimensions. For example, if you draw a line, it will tell you the exact size of this line here. You can see, and you can then draw it like this, so you will know I mean the size, the exact size in points, that what kind of a thing you are just going to draw in Corel. And the next tool, this one is basically for just creating this kind of lines. So you can create these lines whatever you want. You can change the size, or I mean the size from here. So you can just create as much lines you want, and if you want absolutely straight line, you can use a shift option to create that. So basically these two tools, you can see parallel. This also has I mean these two tools also have some other options inside them, but we are not gonna just discussing them, because you can use them because they are similar to the first tool that I'm telling you. And actually what I want in this course to teach you something practically while creating designs and projects and logos, so you will learn them more in the real projects. So the simple introduction I'm giving about these tools, that you guys know how to use them. So it's very simple. Now that's up to you what you create from them. But in the projects you will see more usage of specific tools, so you will come to know more about them. Now in this lecture I wanted to tell you just these two simple tools. Now in next lecture we'll talk about this drop shadow tool, and inside the drop shadow tool there are some other tools you can use for different purposes in Corel. So then we will move to all other tools and we'll complete this section. Hey guys, welcome back to the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll talk about the shadow, adding a shadow to an object, drop shadow tool in Corel, and some other tools inside this option. This is a group of tools inside Corel. So first of all, let me create some very basic boxes like this one, make it color that, and this to color this. The first tool to add some, when you select this tool, drop shadow, you can add shadow to any object you have selected here. For example, this one, just click and drop and drag down here, you will see a shadow. And for this I will just say like this, sorry, so we'll have a shadow here, and this one will have a shadow here, and this one will have a shadow. Oh sorry, just you have to click to select the object first and then just drag down. So you can add this kind of shadows to any objects you want. This is a simple option. Now the next option, this one is contour tool, is very important. You have to select the object and then make, oh sorry, first you have to select the object, then click, and inside you can make another object from here, and you can see the setting for it. There are many settings. For example, to center, if you click this thing and now click this one, you will see some kind of this kind of objects. You can change the color to something like this, and the point is only one. If you add more points, this will make more points. So now, sorry, I will just add some more points here. We'll make it 2. Now you see, this is another thing. I just remove them all and create a new object here. Now I will click again this option, and in here I will click this, so you can see automatically it has added some things, and I can add more if I want. Can make it less to 1, or can add more points. As much as you want you can add, but basically I have done something wrong, like I have selected a color for the objects. Will remove the color. Now again I will just create an object and put a color into it. Now I'll select this option, and just you need to just draw it from here like this, from the center. You can make many points you want. You can create beautiful shapes just by clicking the center of this object or this rectangle. You can then increase or decrease the more boxes here inside that. In this, all options are for just changing the backgrounds. Inside color you can change with this, and the background, the outline, you can change with this. So basically this is a very nice option. You can use its size and other options. Very simple to use. And here we have another option, another tool, basically this one, blend tool. Blend tool is always used for two objects, connecting two objects and making a shape out of them. For example, I have this shape and I have one more shape here with this color. So I'll just click this and select the blend tool. Now just select this one and bring it here, so it will create a shape like this. So this is really simple tool. Now the next tool is this one, distort. For distort I will create a shape and will add a color to it, and now just go here, click distort, and now you can make any shape from it. Just click in the center and drag anywhere you want. It will make a shape like this, or like this, or anything like this, a beautiful flower, or anything like this, or like this. Whatever you want you can make out of this. thing using this simple desktop tool. Now the next is envelope tool. We just need to create another object for this so you guys can understand it. Just click it. You can see there are many options for this. So this will actually click this option and you can directly make a beautiful object like this. It works, or the nodes, you have to select the nodes basically. Again I will just draw a circle, put a color in it. Now click this envelope tool and just you see the nodes here, it works, or the nodes. Click it, can make it very smoothly like this. You can create very beautiful and nice shapes using this option very simply. Now the next option is this extrude. This will make a 3D shape. Something, if I create this one, now click this extrude, you can see it makes a little bit shape like in 3D style. Just always you can use the center to make something happen. If I bring it to another side, you can see this is a 3D shape now. These are really simple tools. We discussed about 6 tools: shadow, contour, blend, distort, envelope and extrude. So I hope you have understood them. They are very simple, you can try yourself, and we have to actually complete these all tools so we can start on the projects. The next tool is transparency tools and eyedropper tool. So we have just 2 classes or 2 lectures left in this section, so after that we can go a little bit advanced. Welcome back guys in the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll talk about transparency tool and eyedropper tool here in Corel. So I will just add a rectangle here and we'll add a color to it. So this is a color which is called a solid color, and you cannot see anything behind this box or this color. I mean, you cannot see the background or any object behind this color. But if we use this tool, transparency tool, it can make this object transparent a little bit. Just you need to click the border or inside this, anywhere you just click, and you can just withdraw the transparency. You can change the position of this transparency from here or from here. Just click this arrow, you can move it anywhere you want. So this is now, if you want to add some transparency, you can add now. If you make it 100%, there will be no picture, or I mean no rectangle. You make it a little bit like 50%, so you can clearly see the background. That's mean we have added some transparency to this object. Before we could not see anything behind this object, or we could not see the background, but now we can see because we have added transparency to this object, and we can manage or control the transparency using this tool. We can increase or decrease the points. So this simple transparency tool will do this job. Now the next tool is color eyedropper tool. This tool is always used for selecting a color and putting that color or copying that color to another object. For example, I will go to file menu and will import a picture from my computer. For example, I have a picture. uh, we'll click import option, not export. So I will add a picture from my, I will just import a picture from my computer to Corel, this one for example. So it has different colors, this picture has different colors. So if I don't have that color in this color box, then I can just copy that color to any object I want. For example, we'll use this color eyedropper tool, we'll click it and I can select any color from this picture or from any object that is here. I just click this area and now you can see we have the color fill option on the pointer. Now I can withdraw that into any object like this one, or if I create one more, for example this one, and this one. So once again select color eyedropper tool and I will just click this option, this color. I can put this to this or anywhere I want. So this option is simply color eyedropper tool is to simply select a color from an object and just fill or insert that color into another object. That is as simple as that. If you don't have that color in your color box, you can pick that color from anywhere. So these two options, the transparency tool and this color eyedropper tools, are the same, and you can see their properties here. The another one, I mean, if you want to add color from 2 areas, or if you want to add color from 5 areas, you can select them. I mean, if you want to add color from your desktop, you can select this option. So basically very simple tool. I just wanted to tell you about this. Now in next last lecture of this section, we will discuss these two tools, interactive fill tool and this smart fill tool. After that we will close this section and we'll go further with some projects. Hey guys, welcome back to the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll talk about interactive fill tool and also about smart fill tool. So basically this is the last lecture of this section about understanding these tools, Corel tools. So first of all I will add a rectangle. We'll draw a rectangle here. We'll add a color. So whenever you create a rectangle in Corel, you can add a color from here, from this color box, but you can add only one single color. If you want to add multiple colors or different style of colors, then you can use this option, interactive fill tool. Just click it and draw color from the center or anywhere. Now you can see the default color was blue and it has added another color which is basically this one, white one. So you can select that color from here. I mean, like if you want to add red color or any other color you want, you can. It's really simple. You can directly just click this, this small option here. Just click it. You can add the transparency from here and you can select the color from here. And if you want to change the style of this color or this whole gradient, then you can use these options here above. You can see, click it, it will be like this. And if you use this style, you can use the diamond style, and again you can change the color from here. Like you want to add this one, so it actually differentiate this here like this. You can also add some kind of patterns, and also you can use patterns, you can use this text structures, textures. Just you will have to wait because it will be searching for them.
the CorelDRAW itself. Anyways, basic work of this tool is to add colors, multiple colors to your to your this object, and you can create and add colors from this area. And the next thing that we have here, this one, the smart fill, that will do something like if you have some boxes or some rectangles and you click this option, the last one, smart fill, so you can select any color from here and then can simply add that color to multiple rectangles or multiple objects. This you need to click them and it will fill the color automatically. So these two tools, the first one, interactive tool, will add multiple color, different style of color, for example like this, and if you select this one, you can add this, you can add here, and you can add say here, and simply you can change the color if you want. For example, you have to click this option, you can change the color to anything you like. And the next one is for auto filling the color which is selected here. You can put that to any object you want, and you can also select the border color from here and the size of the border from here. These are very simple tools we will be using in our projects, but I just wanted to give you a little bit short introduction about these two tools. So I have told you all of the tools, the important tools in this list of tools in CorelDRAW X7. So now the next step is to create some really simple logos and projects in this CorelDRAW. So after that we will move to discuss the menus, and then at the end section we will work on advanced projects, something like business card designing, visiting card designing, brochures, and Panoplex etc. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, welcome back into the course CorelDRAW X7 training. As I taught you these tools, the basic tools inside CorelDRAW, so now we will create some basic projects, some basic logos using CorelDRAW X7, and we will use these simple tools so you guys can understand that how the tools works and how can you use them in a practical environment to create something. So this is the second section of this course, and after creating some basic logos, we'll then discuss the menus, and in the last we will create some advanced designing in advanced projects in this course. So let's start with very basic thing, a very basic logo like BBC. If you go to Google and write BBC logo, so you will see this kind of logo. Very simple, very easy. You can create this kind of logo in CorelDRAW very easily, and we will create this. I will create it in front of you. So for example, if you want to create this one, exactly this one, so first of all we will just go and we'll take this this rectangle box, we'll create a small this kind of box, and inside this we'll just fill the color into this one, to this box. From here the white color, this is the inside color of this simple box, this white box. Now we will take this text tool, we'll click inside this box and we'll write B, and we'll just increase the size using our mouse. So this is simple B, and now the next thing will be something like let me check this. Yes, it's okay. So color of the B will be this one. Let me expand the colors, and that BBC logo has color, not this one, yes, this one. Okay, so after I created this thing, now I will select both the text and the box. I will just select both by dragging here, and you can use this option or Control G from your keyboard to make it a group. So I will just make it a group for a while, and I will just take a copy of this group. I mean, this text in the object or the box, both are now a group, I mean a single object. So I will just use Control C from my keyboard, and just will again use Control V. I mean, I just took a copy and will paste it on the same place. You will not see, but I will just drag this here, so you will see that now there is a copy. But I will use the arrow key from my keyboard, the right arrow key, so you can see same like this. So I have dragged it. Now I will take a copy of this one, Control C and then Control V to paste again there. So I have simply taken a copy of this, and now we'll change this text using the text tool to C. So that's it. Now what I can do is to select all of them and just put it here. Now I will take a box, this box, give it a color like this one or this one, and just will make these all a group from here, or I can use Control G from my keyboard, or you will see this option here in the property box when you select more than one objects. I'll click it. Now this is a single object, so I can put it here, but the problem is that it is behind this one, this object. So I can right click this object, will go to order, and just to back of the page. No, okay, so I will just click this first one. I will go to order and to back of page, click this, so you can see this is exactly like this. A little bit, the color is a little bit changed, but you can change the color from here, that does not matter. But actually we want to create the shape, basically the exact shape for this. Now we can write something like news text here. This will take text tool and we'll write news, and we'll just make the size bigger. Look, change the color to white, change the color from here to white. So this is the first simple logo we have created, basically very easily. Now I will keep it here, and in next tutorial I will teach you how you can create another basic logo in Corel. Welcome back, guys. In previous lecture I told you how to create this simple BBC logo. Now in this lecture we'll create the logo of LG company. That is also very easy. If you go to Google again and write LG logo, you will see this is the logo of LG. So you can create this very simply in Corel, and I'm teaching you this because so you guys can test the tools. This simple, we are using this simple tools, very simple tools. So you guys can practically work a little bit, and we will later design some advanced things in Corel. So for creating this logo, LG logo, you need to actually first take this ellipse tool, which creates a a circle. Just press Control from your keyboard and then draw this kind of simple circle, and now put a color. For example, this color is there. So after that, just take a copy of this by using Ctrl C and then Ctrl V, and now put color white from here. This one is the white color. Now just resize it and press shift so you can resize it from all corners like this. That's it. Now you have to remove this color, the inside color, from this copy that we have taken. I will just little bit resize it more, make it a little bit bigger. Now we'll come back here and we'll just remove the background color. Yes, that has been removed. Now I will change the border color to white, and for this I will right click on the color, because you can add the right color by clicking right click whenever you want to add a color to the border or the outline. Now I will just increase the border size, the size of this outline to 16, so you will see this kind of thing. Now I will use this option first, mirror vertically, so this will be vertically mirror, and now again this option, mirror horizontally. Then I will just click this ARC option. It will make it like this, this kind of shape. I will mirror horizontally, so this will be like this. You can see here there is something similar. Now I will click this freehand tool from here, from the tool area. We'll just simply draw a simple line, we'll draw a very simple line. Actually my mouse is not working a little bit, so I'm using laptop to create this tutorial. Sometimes my mouse just gets some problem. Anyways, we need to create a simple, very simple line and straight line basically. So I have created a line. Now I will just increase the size to 16 and the color to white. That's it. I will take it here to this area, so you can see. I'll increase the size of this to here. Now the next thing is, you can see here, the next thing is to take this text tool and click here and just write L, and I will just make its size a little bit bigger like this. And the size of this will be something accordingly. Okay, size is okay now, and I will change the color to white. The color of this will be white, and that's it. You can see this is exactly this thing. Just one thing is remaining, that is, just take this ellipse tool, create a simple a simple circle, small circle, put a color white, and just take it and drag it here. Remove the outline color using this option by right clicking this no color option. So that's it. This is your simple LG logo. We have very easily created, and now we can make it a group, and this is the second logo that we created very easily in Corel. So you guys can also create this. One thing, this line has some problem. Now it's okay. I will group it again for grouping you can just use Control G from your keyboard. So in next video we'll come back and we'll create another logo, which will be also a very easy one like this. Hi guys, welcome back to the Corel training. In this lecture we'll create a logo of Pepsi, which will be a basic logo like BBC and LG. If you go and write Pepsi logo in Google, you will find this kind of logos. So you can see we'll create this logo, and this is very easy to create in Corel. Just go to this ellipse tool, take it and press enter from your keyboard and just draw a simple circle. After that, just go to this tool, freehand tool, and you will need to draw a straight line. So I will just draw a straight line, very straight, exactly. So just press shift, so it will be straight. You press from your keyboard, the shift key. So this is the line we have created, but this is not a little bit, what I wanted. This is not straight. I will try again. So this is okay. Now just click this shape tool and convert this line to curve. Right click it and to curve. After that, just hold this point and make it like this to up side. That's it. It will be like this. Now just select this pick tool and take a copy of this by using Control C and then Control V. That copy will be placed on the same place. Now just drag it by using the arrow key, down arrow key, bring it here, something like this. Now it's okay. So this is the simplest shape. Now if you want to put the color, then select the smart fill tool, go there, first check what color is above. There is, here will be red color and here will be blue color. So first select blue. Blue color is selected already, put it here. Now select red color, put it here, and now remove the borders from every corner, from here as well as from here. So that's it. Very simple logo you have, and you can add a border to this main shape. So this is the logo basically we have created right now using very simple technique. Something like we just draw a line, and using that we have created this shape, and just put a color using this smart fill tool. We put a color here and put a color here, and this is the simple Pepsi logo. If you want to write a text over it, you can write, but I wanted to actually tell you how you can easily create the simple logos like Pepsi and like LG and like BBC. So in next tutorial we will come here and we'll create the logo of WordPress is CMS, very popular CMS. So we'll create this logo, a kind of like this one or this one. Hey guys, welcome back to the Corel X7 training. In this lecture we'll tell you how you can create this simple logo of WordPress. For this, once again you will use this ellipse tool, will press Ctrl from your keyboard and will draw a simple circle. Now I'll just put this color. This color is something like this, you can see, similar to that. I'll take a copy using Ctrl C and then Ctrl V, change the color of this to white. Now using shift, by pressing shift, I will just resize it a little bit to inside like this, and we'll just remove the color, the fill color, by clicking this option, no color option, you can see here, and we'll change the background, the outline color to this one, white. Just you need to right click if you want to add the color of this, the color of outline. Now I will just make it 12, the size of the border to 12. That's it. Now we'll take the text tool, we'll click inside this, we'll write capital W. Will this make it like, resize it to make it large, change the color to white. Now I will change the font of this text. Basically we'll just change the color to sorry, the font color will be this one. This one, yes. Baskerville old face. This is something exactly like that. You can resize and adjust it now. That's not a big deal. But almost we have created the logo of WordPress, and similar logos you can very easily create. These are basic logos. Basically I will teach you advanced, some kind of professional logos and designs as well, but these are just to make you understand that you can use these simple options to create this kind of simple, very simple logos. So in the next lecture we will create one more basic logo, and after that we will go ahead to understand and learn these menus, so then we can create some advanced projects. Hey guys, welcome back to the Corel X7 training again. In this lecture I will teach you creating a very simple logo, which is the logo of Toyota company, a car company, Toyota, T-O-U-O-T-A logo, Toyota. This logo I'm talking about. This is also a very basic logo which you can create in Corel very easily, and just you need to take this ellipse tool again and just create or draw something like this. You can see here, just put a color, this color you can put, but as an outline, not as a the color, the filling color, not the filling color or background color, just the outline. And now make the outline to 12 or 16. Yes, 16, this is better. There is no fill color, okay, you can see. Now take a copy by using Ctrl C and then Ctrl V to paste it the same place. Now just move it from this area, from bottom, like this. Okay, that's it. A little bit resize it so you can adjust the position, something like this. Now take a copy of this one by using Ctrl C and then Ctrl V, and now click again to actually to transform this, something like this. Now again click this to resize, and while resizing just press shift so you can resize it from two corners. you can use something like this. So you can see very simply we have created this thing. Now if you want to add the something more attractive, then you can add the text as well. The text I'm talking about, Toyota text. So you need to first of all just make it a group using Control G from keyboard, or you can see an option here. Now this is a group. So take a rectangle from here, and now just come here like this and put a color any color you can put, like this one. Bring it here, or click this, right click, order, and to front. Yes, but this one should be colorized white or black. You can put any color, that's up to your choice, but we have created the logo. Now we'll just take the text tool and we'll write below here Toyota. We'll change the color to white, and we'll just resize it like this. That's it. Now we have actually a logo of Toyota. We can keep it here. So in this section we created these simple logos in Corel X7 using these simple tools. So you guys can practice them yourself, and these simple logos were just for your practice, so you can practice a little bit and can open your hands in Corel X7. Now in the next section we'll discuss about these menus, and after that we'll create the advanced projects, some kind of cards and some other logos in this course. Stay tuned.